Good Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a fun-filled market watch for you guys today. So we haven't got a ban list yet. We have not received a ban list yet as of time recording this video. Nothing like that. No crazy events this weekend that I'm aware of anyway, but there are some changes in the market, not necessarily immediate ones, but the ones that we have maybe not immediately noticed throughout the current past few weeks. And we are going to take a look at those today, as well as some cars that we are expecting to go up and expecting to go ahead and at least predict to sell as soon as possible, at least what I would recommend to you guys. So go ahead and stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of cars to go ahead and take a look. Well, not a lot. We have a few cars to go ahead and take a look at today. First, starting off with Substitute, coming out of Light of Destruction. Only one printing for this card, and as you can see, it's been going up quite significantly for the past 3 months. Now, with this being said, of course, it could be one of two things. So first of all, it could be the Edison format, seeing, of course, a high in reach and play, which is nice and all. Or I believe it's Edison, yeah. So with the Edison format coming up and more in popularity, but with that being said, guys, if you look back over the last year, we'll actually see that this card has gone and spiked up the second that the ban list was going to hit back in September of last year, October, and then it pretty much plummeted until just about 3 months ago started rising in popularity again. Now, I am not speculating anything to be exact, anything specific, but I am going to say this right now. So, Substitute, while it has not been seen any type of ban list hype that I am aware of, I do believe this is due to the high in popularity of potentially some Edison format plays. But matter of fact is, this is pretty much going up in price to the peak of its price point within this past 12 months. So it's something I would probably look to offload as soon as possible. I do not see this going up unless, of course, it gets released on the ban list, in which case we have another thing coming for ourselves as well. So I see recent prices selling at between $30 to $25 per copy as well for you guys. So definitely be on the lookout. If you have a substitute, I should say, I would highly recommend go ahead and move it ASAP. Next card we're gonna go and take out is Santa Claus, which has seen a surprising huge spike in popularity as far as overall meta play goes. Essentially, what you want to prioritize, of course, you're going to be kaijuing your opponent's monsters. That's not really something new at this point. I mean, we've been kaijuing monsters since 2018, 2017, but it has risen in popularity again, of course, with the Rise Heart being an issue and a few other just really pesky cards being an issue. I'd rather go ahead and just tribute over at least something you can go ahead and beat over with whatever you have on your field. Santa Claus seems to be that guy with only 1,200 attack points. Really easy to go ahead and beat over. A huge spike from $1 to now $8, $9 for the cheapest copy as well. So that is something to keep in mind. Also, in this hideous premium gold bling, Return of the Bling, whatever it was, that was not my favorite. Let's go ahead and put it lightly. Set, and actually, wow, that's now the least expensive copy since I refreshed. That does make sense though. The ultra rare is much nicer copy, but regardless, $9 minimum per copy of Santa Claus. I would highly recommend go ahead and move this card ASAP. I do not see this card going up any more than the current price point of $9, $10. So it is something to keep in mind right off the bat. Also, listings are extremely low for all of them except for that premium gold version. So that is something to keep in mind as well, guys. The supplies are low, demand is high. Price goes up. This is really just simple marketplace shenanigans, right? So on to the next one, guys. We are still covering Kashtira. Why? Because I have seen this deck go from being 1,000. We have all, not just me. This is not news. But it is news that this entire deck is now pretty much completed by the entire core for less than $200 guaranteed. So $25, $24 per copy for Kashtira Fenrir. This was running $70, $80 not that long ago as well. Yeah, $70 I should say for the market price as well. So this card has absolutely plummeted in price for two things, right? One, ban list scare. Of course, Kashtira is going to get hit in some way on the ban list. I'm not sure they're going to hit Fenrir, Unicorn, Mind Hacker. I predict Mind Hacker, but again, Konami works in mysterious ways, so we will see what they say from there. You can go ahead and pick up your copies for around $23, $24 a copy. I think the most expensive card in the deck right now is the Planet card, the Racehorse. So even Cashier Theosis, which saw a price spike of around 60 bucks when at the time of release, now is going for around $15 per copy. You have Unicorn going for around $7. It's overall a very inexpensive deck at this point, actually matching some of the other best decks in the current format. So it is something to keep in mind as well. I'm saying that a lot because, again, these are things that I want you guys to be aware of also. Kashtira, even without Mind Hacker, is still a very good deck. It still has the ability to zone lock, not as much now without Mind Hacker in the event that it does get banned. So for you Kashtira players, you special summon really big monsters that banish cards face down and you get additional effects out of them. There is still going to be a place for Kashtira in future formats to come. We can also see this in the OCG. Kashtira still doing very well even with their current ban list. But let's not spend too much time on Kashtira, guys. I know that we're pretty much sick and tired of talking about cash. No more cash, but the cash that you do need to be aware of is if you have any ultra rare copies of Melfi of the Forest, you need to go ahead and offload those today, my guy. This is going for around $8 a pop for the Melfi of the Forest. Now, there's just the ultra rare version. If you guys want to go ahead and pick up your super rares, like yeah boy, go ahead and pick them up for around 15 cents a copy, around $1 plus shipping, things like that. But honestly, the ultra rare version was really surprised me the most. This card, of course, the Melfi Sprite variant has seen a huge surge in popularity ever since the Kampam. Went ahead and started topping everything with it, and now everyone's going to go ahead and playing Melfi Sprite, if not Adventure Sprite or Runic Sprites, Life Twin, everything, But this has seen the most price spike that I've seen, over a 700-800% increase in price. I think it's absolutely amazing for a card, especially of this caliber. Also, it's extremely cute. It does have that cute text on there as well. Next card we're going to take a look at is, of course, so we have covered Super Heavy Samurai for I believe 2-3 market watches, but it's just very surprising to me how the more and more, well, it's not very surprising. The closer we get to the support, the higher the prices go. But it's very surprising that it's Super Heavy Samurai of all decks that is really just getting this this insane hype. So first off, we got the ultimate rare of the Super Heavy Samurai Warlord Susanoo. I'm pretty sure I butchered that one, but that sounds like it's correct. For $20 at 8 listings only. Again, the two Super Heavy Samurai cards that I have seen the most amount of hype about is going to be, of course, Soul Peacemaker and then Soul Piercer. So these are the two cards you're mainly going to need playing at 3-ofs in your Super Heavy Samurai decks, even if you're going to make it either pure or with Sprite or however you guys want to make it. These are cards you're going to need at 3 of, and now they're going for at least $6-7 a piece for the Soul Peacemaker, and around $4 or $5 per for the Soul Piercer. Another card that is getting bought out is going to be the Scales, Super Heavy Samurai Scales, which is another key piece. Really just 1 or a 2 of, not necessarily a 3 of, so that's probably why it hasn't gone up nearly as much as a card like Soul Peacemaker, but I digress, right? So that's something that you guys want to go ahead and keep an eye out for. The Ultimate Rare going for $20, something I did not see coming. I do not know how important this card is for the overall strategy. I'm going to be very honest with you guys, but keeping that in mind, this was going for around $8 right now, and that's going for like $20 for a moderately played. Okay, to get near mint. Okay, never mind. But you see, guys, see what I'm trying to say, right? So $20 a copy is going over double in price, and if you want a first edition, that just goes even higher on from there. Next card we're going to take a look at is the Pearly. So Pearly is getting brand new support very soon, guys. I believe it's coming out in Cyberstorm Access, which is coming out May 5th, which by the time I'm recording this video is only about 2.5 weeks away. Today is the 15th. So you guys go ahead and see all my tabs I have open, whatever. But Purely is not a deck that I would take very lightly. Purely is dominating the OCG right now. If you guys have not checked out, if you guys want to go ahead and see me do a analysis of OCG format, let me know in the comment section down below. But Purely is absolutely dominating over there, and it definitely shows. I mean, the hype is real. Purely as well is going up around $40 a copy. All of these cards have gone up and up and up in price, and something I've already talked about, of course, as far as these goes, but they just continue to spike, and I do not see reprints of any of these cards coming anytime soon. So if you are looking to open up Amazing Defenders, now would definitely be the time to do it. I definitely just threw that set away like it was absolutely nothing, but clearly I was horribly mistaken, and Purely is absolutely the bread and butter that will be coming up in the new top tier deck coming out. Now, is this the deck's going to actually be able to give us that undeniable best deck of the format. We will see, and only time will tell. But we got one more card we're going to take a look at today, guys. It's going to be Droll and Lockbird. Droll and Lockbird, specifically the collector's rare version, has seen quite a spike in price as of recent. Now, over the past year or so, it has gone down quite a bit, of course, but looking at the past 3 months, it has seen quite a big spike in popularity. A lot of decks are starting to search. Cash tier now, they all have to add cards to their hand and everything like that, right? All they do is add cards to their hand. So a lot of top tier decks are adding a whole bunch of cards to their hand. So I believe the only deck that can really play around this is maybe Sword Soul, but with that being said, Droll and Lockbird has always been one of the best cards in the meta, and not even just the collector's rare version, but if we look at all versions of Droll and Lockbird, even the rares coming out of, I do not remember what that set was, Tactical Masters, are going for at least $2 a copy, which is actually really crazy. So if you guys have bulk of Tactical Masters, I would highly recommend you go ahead and look through your bulk, look for any copies of your Droll and Lockbirds, because that is a huge penny stock for you guys. I mean, this card originally came out as maybe $1. I don't think it's ever dropped less than that, but it is going up and up to $2. We are seeing a very similar trend between the collector's rare and even the lowest version of the card, which is the rare copy as well. So all these cards are ones that I'll most likely be looking to move as soon as possible, except for the Pearly stuff. Like I said, new support. I do not see any reprints coming anytime soon, except if they hit me with that OTS reprints, which I know a lot of us are very excited for, but depending on which side of the coin you're on, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This is a lot of fun to do. Honestly, this is crazy, the amount of movement that we are seeing in the meta, and some of the cards that I would have never expected to ever do a market watch on, and here we are again. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you guys do enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and smash that subscribe and smash that like button one more time for good measure. Ding that notification bell to get all the updated notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one.